Okay, today I'm going to prepare a meal using my food preps. So I used about a quarter cup of dehydrated onions and about a half a cup of dehydrated tomatoes. I also have just a little bit of green bell pepper here that's dehydrated. So I took my onions and tomatoes, put them in a jar, filled them full of water, and let them rehydrate for a while. I also have our homemade andouille sausage that my husband and I make, and some pearl couscous. Okay, we're going to make what we call pasta jambalaya, and I know I've never seen another recipe calling for beans and jambalaya, but I don't know, I just had this recipe when Alan and I first got married called pasta jambalaya, and it called for black beans in it. So there's my black beans. It originally called for like a can of black beans, but these were dried ones that I boiled up with some garlic and some spices. I just put some like cumin in there and salt and pepper, and I think some red pepper or something. So, first of all, I'm going to just slice this andouille. And we'll just fry it up. In the meantime, I have a pot of water on back here to boil, and I'll put about a cup of couscous in it. And then basically we'll just cook the andouille, boil the couscous, and then I'll add those two together and add in the tomato and the onion and the bell pepper, and we'll season it up a little. I'll get this frying for you and be back in just a minute. Here's the sausage. It's getting good and fried up, and I'm just going to put it to the side. If you were using fresh onions or fresh peppers, you would go ahead at this point and saute them in there also. And if I hadn't kind of spiced up my black beans with some garlic and cumin and some red pepper, I would also probably put it in there, but those are in the beans. So here's the black beans that I said that I had some dehydrated hot peppers and some garlic. So I brought it to a boil, and now I will pour in the jar of dehydrated onions and tomatoes that are actually rehydrated. Into there, I'm going to add a couple of bay leaves. Of course, I didn't grow those. I do have a friend that has a bay tree inside, but... And in here goes the dehydrated bell peppers. And, sorry, hold the spatula? Thank you, babe. In goes the andouille. So, give that a little stir, and I'll let this just kind of hang out while I'm waiting on the water to come to a boil for the couscous. This will kind of blend the flavors. These are not homegrown black beans. I don't dedicate too much time and effort into growing dry beans because they're just so cheap, and you know, I can get organic ones for just, you know, not, you know, just minimal cost. So I think there are more important things that I can dedicate my time to than growing the dry beans. I do grow some, just not enough where I don't have to buy any of it. I have to buy dry beans. So, we're just hanging out, letting the water come to a boil for the couscous, and letting this pot here simmer. And we'll catch you later. Alright, my couscous is now done. If you take 2 cups of boiling water and 1 cup of couscous. The couscous should pretty much absorb the water, and then you can just go ahead and take your pan of sausage, beans, and fixins and pour them into the couscous pan. Give that a stir. Now this is the large, like pearl, what they call the pearl couscous, not the really small, tiny stuff. So there you go. There you have it. Tonight we'll serve that with a kale and spinach salad, and I'll put cheese on top of this. It's a quick, easy, cheap meal using your home canned and dehydrated items. You could use canned tomatoes. If I didn't have a whole bunch of dehydrated tomatoes, I would use actually a can of tomatoes in there. Thanks for watching. Hope that was helpful.